God knows what I'm taking in. It's all got me overwhelmed. I'm glued to artificial pleasure.
Yeah, I just wanna, you know, hug a tree
sometimes.
I have a new life motto, and it's ask the trees, not ChatGPT.
I love that.
Try it and see if it works for you.
So are you really against AI?
No, I actually am a ChatGPT connoisseur. My ChatGPT rap said that in 3 days I asked the same question 27 times. Then I was like, okay, girl, you're doing a bit too much ChatGPT here. You need a bit more of the trees in your life and a bit more time with nature and yourself. Hence why I'm making this video where I can reconnect with myself, because when you be on TikTok and Instagram and ChatGPT, you're like, who the fuck am I now? So I always find that I come back to myself when I make music or when I journal. I think I've written about 10 this year. I just constantly chat to myself. Whenever I write a song, I'm usually reading out of my journal to my producer. Like, I'm literally flustered at the time because I'm like, this is so embarrassing, everything I'm saying. To me, like, the role of an artist is being conscious of everything you're going through, because essentially what you're doing is turning your experience into a form of entertainment that someone can consume, you know? And how can you do that if you're not aware? So journaling really helps me, and I never read it back really unless I'm like looking to do a song, because the point of a journal isn't to create a good piece of work or a good piece of writing. It's literally just to get everything out, and I'm never ever scarce of ideas. When I'm really overwhelmed, the best thing to do to calm me down is to be in the car, drive, and just talk to myself. I can't just sit down and do it because I get bored. I love writing melodies. Then I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck am I gonna write about? I've got no idea what I'm gonna write the song about. So I say, okay, write really, really shit lyrics, like write the shittest lyrics ever, just to go with the melody for now. And then I'll write some really shit lyrics, and 9 times out of 10, they're the lyrics for the song. And then I'll listen to it the next day, and I was like, they're quite good lyrics.
You rate that?
I did it with Love Himself. I was like, what can I say? He expects the dishes and add shit to your plate. Like, these are really shit lyrics, let's keep writing. And then I'll make it as a demo. I'll listen back. My mum's like, I love that bar. And I'm like, really? And I'm like, okay, if you say so. I think I need to learn at validating my own decisions and being like, you're not a shit lyricist just because you keep telling yourself you are. I actually have like a few things that I say to myself about lyrics that I think makes a good lyrics. And I love lyrics that aren't really metaphorical, they're just like straight to the point, and you're saying something that you would never say in person, like it's scary, but the words you use would be an everyday conversation. Like Love Himself, there are so many things I'm like, I would never fucking say that. And I also think like I would structure it so each line wouldn't make sense without the other line. So no line makes it sense on its own. If you pull it out, it makes no sense. You put it in context, it makes sense. And every line has to be there for it to make sense. That's my like criteria for good lyrics. I have a very logical approach to music because I have more of a maths brain than an English brain. Like I like patterns and numbers. See if I can come up with a good song right now. Okay. My key to writing a song, write something shit, and sometimes you love it.
And I'm waiting on a lover. Come on, Saturday. 'Cause I'm melting, then I'm someplace, and the falling back to sleep. And the roses that I'm falling, and the love boys down to 3. And
I just always come up with random chords, random melody, and then I just sing sounds. And sometimes there are words in there, and then I use those words for the lyrics, if I think they mean anything. I mean, I don't know if that was a good example, but that is literally
how I write a song. Sometimes I make up a scenario in my head and then write a song pretending I've gone through it. Well, whether it's real or not, I wrote this song. It's just a story of
my picture,
somebody's just
'cause
been
I
cheated
hate
on.
how I miss you, and you told me I'm your future. Did you feel that when you kissed her? Wanna rewrite our story, but what the fuck does your sorry even mean?
I'm not an artist that has to have lived what I sing about, because I just have to be emotionally provoked by it. I almost feel like I haven't experienced enough just to write about me. It's so funny to me because like we're filming me doing something that I've done pretty much every day since I was 5, and I've never thought that is interesting.
Are you too far gone? Back and forth will drive you crazy. His words are empty. You think that he loves you, babe. He can only love himself. There's no space to be here, with no air to breathe, taking all your energy. When he's around, there's no one else. Keep him round, you lose yourself.
So much sadder on piano, isn't it? Like, you can only love. I know, it's crazy. Like, I'll write a song and I'm like, this is a ballad. Like, this is given sad ballad, and then like we'll take it to the studio and we're like, dance tune? Like, should we make this into a dance tune or something? And then it turns into something like a dance tune, which I prefer because I actually never really listened to ballads at this time in my life anyway. I feel like I'm at that time where I'm just like, let's have fun. And I just dance around my house all the time, you know? So then I want my music to reflect that. So it's good to have the balance, I guess. I'm trying to think, like, when I actually first wrote Love Himself, and I remember how obsessed I was with the topic of narcissism. It's so painful, not just for the victim, but for the people who love them to watch. And it's also so common. People who have been in relationships with someone toxic, you don't realise it's happening, and you only really get the full picture once it's over. I was like, I need to put this in a song because I'm so angry about it. Actually, the first time I played the song to Brooke, we were sat in her car and she was like almost like shaking. She grabbed me and was like, this is it. And I was like, whoa, like calm down. But we both just had a moment where like, we're gonna put everything into this song because she loved the song and I loved the song, and it was so validating. And she just said in the car, like, let's make a disco video. And I was like, that is so out of my comfort zone. Like, I don't know if I want to do that. And she was like, come on, like, whenever we have something in our mind, we always make it work. And it's always really hard to make it work, but we always do it. And we did it with Can I Call You Jane? We were like, why not? Let's try and make a disco music video. And we didn't want it to just be an aesthetic or just an era or just a vibe. Like, we wanted it to tell the story of the song. The only thing is, I don't want to do it as a YouTube video because I'm such a small artist. I'm so early days. Even asking someone to do something as little as go into YouTube for me, people might not necessarily do. So I was like, can we do it in portrait? And Brooke was like, no, like, we're doing it in landscape. And I was like, no, I really think we should try it. Like, why not? Let's try and do it in portrait. The week after, we sat in my room and brainstormed everything, and we went through lyric by lyric. And we're like, what do we want to happen here? What do we want to happen here? And then Brooke made the disco mood board, and we were like, okay, we're gonna make it happen. I've got no idea how, because we haven't got the money to do it, and we haven't got the people to do it. So then we just went to social media and did a call out for cast and crew, and the casting one blew up. So that wasn't gonna be an issue. I'm the narrator, and we need a boyfriend and a girlfriend, and we want the story to show a couple on a night out where she is constantly dismissed and he is constantly putting her down and constantly doing things to upset her, and I just want to wake her up. Like, that's what we want the story to show. I think overall about 1,000 people reached out wanting to be part of this video. That's crazy. Obviously we had 50. I'm just so grateful for anyone who reached out because it was just validating.
I think the question I asked ChatGPT was, what % of extras normally pull out for a music video shoot? something like that. And I kept asking because I was just so scared, because I was relying on 42 people that I'd never met before to show up and create a music video, have learnt the choreography, come in 70s clothes. I was absolutely shitting bricks. I'd been planning it for so many months. I was like, this could actually all go tits up and all of that for nothing. Not one person didn't show up to that day. The one person didn't show up. Everyone was in top form. It just felt quite like magical. And I'm very, very blessed. What the hell?
At the time, we were actually watching lots of Michael Jackson music videos because we're such Michael Jackson fans, and like his music videos really add a lot to his artistry. Like, you know who he is by his videos, and they tell a story and they tell an emotion, and it's just so, he just embodies the whole song through the visuals and his movement and choreography. So we were like, we need to do choreography. And one of the girls who reached out to do casting also just put in the form like down to help with choreography or something. And we were like, okay, like, yes, like we would love that. So we messaged her and said, we saw that you'd be interested in doing some choreography for it. Like, we'd love that. We already have a kind of idea of what we want. We wanted a choreography that anyone could do, like your grandma can do it. But it's so on the nose disco. Like, we need this, like we need this, we need hips, we need this. And then Esther just like smoothed out our ideas, and she just got it spot on. And then she got the formation spot on, everything spot on. And now we just, shall I show it? Back and forth will drive you crazy. I think this is the hardest move of the whole dance. Shall I teach it to you?
Yeah, let's do it.
And so you think that he loves you, babe. He can only love himself. No space to be here, with no air to breathe, taking all your energy. When he's around, there's no one else. Sometimes I like just run and jump around the house singing this song, because I imagine like when I'm on stage, if I want to give it some, my voice can't be shaken. So sometimes I just be running and jumping.
Have your family heard the song a lot?
Yeah, they hit all my music from the start to the finish. So by the time it comes out, they're like, actually turn that shit off.
You're welcome.
Ready? Point, round, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4. Back and forth will drive you crazy. This side. Here's what. Point, round your head. Hit, 1, 2. Clap, round. Roll. What's up? Leith actually came to the second shoot day of Love Himself.
Yeah, I did.
He came as a content creator and ended up spending the whole time chatting up my stylist. And I was like, right, that's not really the role of a content creator, is it?
Can't put that in there.
Yeah,
So,
and I think the video does
yeah, I
the vision justice. I think it looks like the mood board. And,
Yes,
like,
I can,
that
and
means
yes, we will.
you've succeeded, right? I'm just like, I think that's the best thing I've ever done, like in my life. It just felt so aligned with my vision. Like, I've spent all this months and all this time and money on an Instagram reel. And I just feel like it's such an interesting time when you've dedicated like 7 months of your life to one project, the song and the video. And now it's not out, no one's seen it, no one's heard the song, or very few people have, but it's done, and now I need to communicate it.
I had such a big crash after filming Love Himself. I was like, okay, and now what? I think music's just like that, creative industries. Like, you suddenly have everything to do and then you have nothing to do. And it's that constant up and down.
I think a lot of artists feel so drained because essentially you're starting your own business and you do want to make money off it. And at the same time, you're an artist and you need to be emotional and you need to be able to convert your experiences into an emotional form of art, and switching between the two is fucking impossible. Like, when you're in your business mindset, you're tying your worth onto these metrics and these numbers, when actually what makes a good piece of work is when you've positively changed someone's life, or, you know, you've added something to them, and like lead by impact instead of numbers. My goal as an artist, and it better stay like this, future me, it better fucking stay like this, is just to be my favourite artist
do and act and say things in a way that I would want to see an artist do. I actually would love to start a prank channel. I found prank channels really funny growing up. Oh my gosh. My goal is actually to like go and live outside, like go go live in London with my friends. I want to live with my friends. I want to have a really like balanced life. I want to be doing music full time, and I want to have like other things in my life that aren't to do with music. They're my goals. Oh, and I want to be like traveling everywhere and be on a motorbike. I really want to put a community together which just joins all the different creatives, like all the different minds together. I think they're the strongest communities, when you have people from all over, instead of it just being a music community or whatever you do. I think musicians mixed with all creatives, that'd be sick. And it just be like, put on like events and stuff and have my own community. I love meeting someone who just thinks completely different to me. I find that so interesting. I just want to have as many people around me as I can, just experience everything. I'm really greedy. So I want everything. I want the world. That's one of my lyrics in Can I Call You Jane? But I also have big goals. I really would love to perform in big festivals and tour. But I'm very grateful for where I am now. I've got my second sold out show in 2 and a bit weeks. I know it's going to be good vibes because it's got good people. That's all you need. Good fucking people. I need good people. Yeah. Every singer knows, if I want to get really good, I had to do it for Can I Call You Jane so many times. Like, I would literally be going around the house like, because it took me so long to get the high bits. And now